What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'm going to show you step by step on how to sketch a blue jay. Let's begin today's lesson by blocking out the basic shape of our drawing. We start on the top right side and sketch out a circle for the head. So move to a side grip using the flat edge. Just going to go all the way around towards the bottom of our circle and then back around the right side. Now we want to place the eye in the center of our circle. So let's start by adding some guidelines. Come down in the middle towards the bottom and then go across from left to right. Now we're going to place the eye along this cross section. So sketch out a small circle. On the left side of our circle, let's step in, draw a straight angle line coming down and out towards the tip of the beak. Pull that straight in, just aiming toward that center line. Connect the top and bottom with a curve. Let's draw that point along the top of the head. Start from the top of our circle, draw a straight angle line going up and out towards the right. Curve this down and then bend that in towards the side of our circle. Let's go to the bottom of the beak, step down, draw a straight angle line, coming all the way down and out towards the edge of the tail. Now we're going to go to the right side of the head and draw a large half circle for the body. So let's start out here and go out, come down towards the bottom, and then bend that up towards that line. Let's curve the back, starting from the top, going across that line, and then bending that down towards the bottom. Let's connect this point to the outside line with a straight line. And then from the end, draw a straight line coming in. Now the tail is going to get narrower as we come back in towards the body. So draw another straight line. Now I'm going to line up the wings across the center of the body. So we'll start on the left, draw a straight line going across. Going back to the left side, let's curve the inside of the wing, coming in and then up. And then we'll draw a curve on the right side. Starting from the right side of this line, it's going to bump out the wing and just pull that back in. Now draw a blue jay standing on a branch. So let's start on the bottom, draw a straight angle line going across underneath the body. Then we'll step down and draw that again. Let's add a line for the legs. Starting on the left along the bottom, draw a straight angle line coming down towards the top of the branch. Move over towards the right, go straight out. Let's curl the toes around the branch, starting from the bottom of the leg, going out and then bending that down. Go back up to the top and draw another curve. Do the same thing over on the right. Once we have the basic shape of our drawing, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now that we have our clean sketch, let's go in and separate the sections of the body. Let's start from the top of the tail. Start from the top, curve this down, and then up on the inside. Let's add some thickness to the legs. Stepping over towards the left, just going to trace that line going in. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Start with the bottom, and then thicken up the top. And then we'll round out the top of the wing, starting from the end, curving this up a little bit higher, and then in towards the head. Now we want to round out the top of the beak, starting from the end, curve this up, and then bend that in, and then we'll just separate the bottom edge of the beak with a straight line. Now from the right side of the beak along the top, I'm just going to curve around the eye, come down, and just pull that in. Add another curve, going around and then in. Now we're going to do that one more time, coming around and just pull that up towards the outside of the neck. Let's go over towards the right side, curve this out and up towards the side. And then from the bottom, go out and up towards the right side of the body. Let's go back and lightly erase that line across the wing. Once we're happy with the general shape and pose of our drawing, we're going to go back in with the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the eye. starting with the inside edge. Just going to curve this up towards the top, bring that down towards the side, and just pull that back out. And trace the bottom of the eye. It's at a slight curve from the top going around, and then back out for a highlight. And it will darken up the bottom of the eye going in towards the highlight edge. Just going to soften up that highlight along the bottom and the top. Now from here we're going to move over and start adding some shape to the beak. And darken up the bottom of the beak, starting on the left, and then just fade that out. I just want to add a little bit of fur texture along the top edge of the beak. So start against that line and just pull these up and across towards this edge. Getting a few longer points along the inside. Just bring that down towards the side. Sketch a small circle on the top of the beak, and it will lightly shade in the bottom. I'm going to shade in the rest of the beak using an even shade, and just darken up the tip. Now from here we're going to move to the side edge of our pencil to add a little bit of texture with the fur going up along the top, and then going out towards that outside point, and then going from the outside, pulling these in, sort of aiming towards the eye. And just lightly working our way around the side of the body, and rounding out the chin, and just shading that in, coming down towards the neck. Now I'm going to go back and just shade in the top of the head, just going around that trim. And it'll darken up that patch along the side of the head. Adding a thick strip coming down, just going around that line. And just bring that down towards the bottom. And we're just going to add a soft texture across the bottom. Just pulling this up and also coming down from the beak. Let's go back and add a little bit more texture along the outside of the head. Just refining the edge of that fur. Now we're going to move down and add some texture towards the bottom of the wing. Starting off dark along the tip, and then just blending that up along the bottom edge. And then we'll lightly shade in the wing. Now you want to blend the side of the body to the wing on the right. Let's fade this up. And trace the wing on the outside. Just adding these short lines going around. I'll bring this across the bottom of the body. And shade in the body. And add some soft shadows across. Now soften up that fur along the bottom. And then going back to the tipper pencil, we can add a little bit of texture along the inside. Now just continuing out towards the end of the tail. And we'll just darken up that little edge. Just pulling these lines coming down and out. And we'll just soften up the bottom. And we'll go from the outside, working our way in. Giving a slight curve to the legs, coming down. And darken up the legs along the top and come down towards the bottom. I'm just going to use the side edge of our pencil to block in the claws. So we're just focusing on the thickness first. We'll come back and add the details after. And adding a soft shadow just underneath the feet on top of that branch. And as we get near the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our contrast and add a little bit more detail, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a blue jay. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.